I should leave the meeting now.
Hi, hey everybody. This is our client Patti. She's completed now 5 months with the Precision Lifestyle Academy, and she's here to tell us her experience of the program today. So Patti, you ready to get started?
Sure.
Awesome. So tell us about yourself. Like, how old are you? What do you do for a living? Tell us about your background.
Nope. I'm currently unemployed, but I've been a jack of all trades and a master of none. I'm not giving my age because that's nobody's business, especially if we're putting it on the web. I came here because I was on a program where I dropped a lot of weight, but I wasn't to the next level. I had plateaued. It was kind of the program was kind of getting boring and redundant for me. And I wanted to incorporate exercise, but I didn't know where to begin with that. And so then and I was basically trying to create a better version of myself by following different people on social media to get inspiration, to become wise. And of course, one of them was Trammy, and her and I started talking, and I was just in a funk, and she's like, we'll go out and walk. And, I'd report to her, I'm like, it felt good. And it just blossomed from there. And so I joined, and with a goal set in mind to lose more, break the plateau, which I'd never been able to break, and then become fit and in better shape and just get a better control over my life. And Here we are.
So you were going to you wanted to break your plateau and do something a little bit different. And so you started the program with us. What have been your specific results from coaching or from the program, like weight loss, pant sizes, inches, body fat, any other?
Well, I never like watched my body fat, and I know that that's been going down since I've been on this program. My inches, last week I figured it out, total inches lost as of last week was like 13 and a half.
Wow, that's cool.
Across. And then clothes sizes, oh my gosh. I'm almost as small as my mom, who's 5'2" and 100 pounds. So she's like in a size 1 or 2, and I'm in a size 4 pants. So it's just like I'm working my way down. Yeah, I never thought I'd be anything but an extra large because of my upper body, because I was blessed. But with the weight loss and everything, that has everything has shrunk.
Yeah.
So now for the first time ever, I'm in quote unquote women's clothes versus men's tops, because men's tops would always fit better. But now I can go into a store and walk into the women's section and the little girly section and pick tops that are cute and they look right on me. And that's a weird feeling after spending my entire life in the men's section.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's amazing. And you're down 23 pounds at the moment. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. What would you say is your biggest breakthrough from the coaching program?
Basically learning my macros and learning about the quality of the food. That you can have your carbs. Basically finding the balance, because like you guys have always said, there's a zillion and a half different restrictive diets out there. And yes, I tried a good number of them, keep away from this, keep away from this, keep away from this, do this, your juice cleanse, your this cleanse, and all of that. But this program has taught me that I can eat anything I want and still lose the weight I need to lose, stay fit, just by mindfully eating and just just watching the quantities. Because like you guys have literally drilled in, there isn't anything such as good food or bad food. It's all just food, and it's all just energy. It's just a different type of energy it supplies. So whereas the program that I was on before I came to Precision was very restrictive, I had given up a lot, a lot of fruits, a lot of basically all the fruits that I've ever, that I used to love to eat. It was like, oh no, you can never have that again.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? Right. I'm like, I can do this for about a year, and then we need to come up with something different, because I cannot not eat the things that I like. Right. And so coming to Precision, I was just like, wow, I can have my stuff. And it's been wonderful. But it's like, at the same time, I learned that, yes, I love pizza, but I had a pizza. I went to the store a couple weeks ago. I was just like, you know what? I've been doing really good. I have a craving for pizza. So I'm going to go buy one of those single serving, and I went through and I looked and I saw the one with the lowest calories, and I went home and I made it, and it wreaked such havoc on my system.
Oh.
I was like, it was good, but it wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, as much as I missed it, I didn't miss the feeling afterwards. And this program has showed me that the better quality food, the whole foods, do so much better for your system than the processed foods.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's great awareness. I love that. I love that. Your body is used to healthy food. So that's fantastic.
Yes. So, and the fact that I'm able to, that now that I'm, because of all this awareness, mentally, I'm like ready to try foods that because I'd never tried cottage cheese. I'd never tried hummus. All of these foods, cucumbers I hated love pickles, hated cucumbers, until my mother just looked at me and was like, you eat pickles, try a cucumber.
Yeah.
Because every time we go out, I literally take all the cucumbers off my salad and throw them at her.
Yeah.
And now I like cucumbers.
You eat them. Awesome. I love it. So what were you skeptical of? Like, what held you back from taking action sooner?
My mindset. My mindset. I remember looking at myself in the mirror saying, this is the weight I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to look like. You just need to accept it. You've tried other things. You're just going to need to accept it. And I was just like, I literally looked at myself in the mirror, was just like, this is it. This is who you are. Embrace it, move forward, try and have the best life possible. But then right as COVID hit, right before COVID hit, I received a bad UTI infection, and I went to urgent care, and they kept giving, I went to urgent care probably in 2 weeks time, probably about 5 times.
Wow.
Because they kept giving me meds that were basically screwing with my system and sending me deeper. I literally, quote unquote, worked from home for about a month, but I never got out of bed because I was so feverish and everything. And this is literally just as COVID hit. I had a COVID test, it was negative. And then what happened on February 29th of that year, because that was the leap year, my blood sugar tanked to the point where I passed out, and my husband had to call 911. And I woke up to 4 or 5 men, standing over me at like 2 o'clock in the morning, because they had to bring me out of my coma, basically. And I was like, what the hell just happened? And that moment woke me up. I'm like, I can't do this. And then I went to go to the doctor, and my nurse had lost a lot of weight because she had done gastric bypass. And so I was just like, something needs to change. And then here we are.
Wow. What a story. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so glad that you're with us. Patti, would you recommend, or who would you recommend this program for?
I would recommend this program to anybody that is willing to take a hard look at their life and the choices that they made. If you're not ready to have that real conversation with yourself in the mirror, or if you're questioning whether you can have that real conversation, then reach out, because unless you looking in the mirror is ready to change, no amount of help and no amount of sales pitches and everything is going to work. If you're literally ready to do the work, this is definitely an amazing program and an amazing group of people. It really is. The fact that you take folks, I mean, I'm looking at the group and I'm going, wow, we are such a diverse group of people coming from so many different backgrounds and personalities. And I've learned so much from the other people in the group, and they've helped my journey in ways that I will never be able to express. And it just, unless you're willing to open up your life and to open up your circle of experiences, and step outside your comfort zone, if you're not ready to do that, then don't. But if you're ready, take the plunge, because this is so well worth it. It really is.
Oh my gosh, I love it. What would you say to someone, Patti, who has signed up for the program, but a little scared about getting started?
Everything's scary when you look at it. You look at that huge mountain that you need to climb, that you want to climb, and you become overwhelmed. But just focus on the step in front of you, because that's what it is. You can't. I mean, if you look at eating a whole elephant and you become overwhelmed, it's one bite at a time. It's one step at a time. And it's like, get out of look. In the beginning, you don't want to look beyond what's right in front of you. So just one step at a time, one bite at a time. Yes, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. Once you become comfortable in that and you learn how your mind works, then you can reach out and go a little bit further. But now, I mean, it's life teaching, because it's like when you're fresh out of college, it's like, holy shit, you've got this whole entire universe of opportunity, and it becomes overwhelming. So what I'm trying to instill in my kids is just look at your immediate and just go with step number 1, go for step number 2. It'll all come into place, but you can't jump to the top of the mountain first. You got to work your way up, and no 2 routes up the mountain are the same. Nice. So don't look at what your brother's doing. Don't look at anybody else. Just concentrate on your path.
Love it. So. That's great advice. Great advice. Awesome. Thank you. Anything else that you want to mention, Patti?
You suck as a coach. No, you are amazing. Everybody here is amazing, and I love this group. I really do.
Yeah, we love having you. Fantastic. Thank you. Well, thanks for your time, Patti. I mean, you've crushed these past 5 months, and I'm super excited to see you continue and keep growing and getting better from here.
Are we done recording now?
Hang on.
Okay.